Hollywood, glamorous, glitzy, and filled with secrets we can barely imagine. This city of dreams where stars are born and legends are made often hides a darker narrative behind the silver screen sparkle. Picture this: the flashing lights, the red carpets, the adoring fans, they all paint a picture of perfection. Yet beneath the surface, there's another story waiting to be told. A story of secret lives and clandestine activities. Today we pull back the velvet curtain to explore the hidden side of Hollywood. We're delving into the hush-hush tales of celebrities, the stories that often go unnoticed amidst the fame and the fanfare. From secret rendezvous to illicit activities, we're unmasking the true faces behind the public personas. Remember, in Hollywood, not everything is as it seems. The glitz and glamour often serve as smoke and mirrors, concealing a world that's far from perfect. Dive deep into the hidden tales of Hollywood, a world where everything that glitters is not always gold. Our journey begins in the Roaring '20s, a time of prosperity, jazz, and Hollywood's first scandals. This era was a melting pot of glitz, glamour, and unbridled decadence. But beneath that veneer of charm, the dark underbelly of Hollywood was taking shape. One of the most notorious cases that rocked the foundations of Tinseltown was that of Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle. A beloved comedian, Arbuckle was a pioneer in the silent film industry. However, his career came crashing down in 1921 when he was accused of a crime most heinous, the death of a young actress named Virginia Rapp. Despite 3 trials and eventual acquittal, the damage to his reputation was irreversible. The scandal set a precedent for the public's fascination with celebrity downfalls and marked the beginning of Hollywood's tumultuous relationship with scandal. Then came the infamous Clara Bow, the original It Girl. She was Hollywood's first sex symbol, a symbol of the carefree, liberated woman of the 20s. But Bow's life was far from carefree. She was embroiled in a string of controversies, from torrid love affairs to an explosive secret diary that revealed her liaisons with numerous men, some of whom were Hollywood's biggest stars. The media frenzy that followed was unprecedented, and Bow's career and personal life suffered greatly. These scandals weren't just about personal downfalls, but they also cast a long, dark shadow over Hollywood's reputation. The public started to see beyond the silver screen to the flawed and, at times, shocking reality of their idols' lives. The Roaring '20s was a period of great change, and Hollywood was no exception. The scandals that emerged during this time laid the groundwork for the complex relationship between celebrity, scandal, and the public's thirst for salacious stories. The Roaring '20s set the stage for a century of scandals that continue to shock us even today. As we move into the golden age of Hollywood, the scandals become darker and more shocking. This era, known for its glamour and glitz, was also rife with stories that could make your skin crawl. From the 40s to the early 60s, the Hollywood Dream Factory was in full swing, churning out films that made us laugh, cry, and gasp in awe. But behind the silver screen, some of our favorite stars were living out real-life dramas that were far from the fairy tales we saw on the big screen. Take Judy Garland, America's sweetheart, with a voice as golden as the age itself. Beneath the rainbow, however, Garland was often found battling demons. She was introduced to a cocktail of drugs by studio executives to maintain her weight and work schedule, a habit that would later lead to her untimely demise. Then there's Marilyn Monroe, the blonde bombshell who captivated the world with her beauty and charisma. Yet beneath her dazzling smile lay a troubled soul. Monroe's life was a whirlwind of prescription drugs and illicit substances, a reflection of the rampant drug use that was becoming commonplace in Hollywood. And who could forget Robert Mitchum, the rugged anti-hero with a devil-may-care attitude. In 1948, Mitchum made headlines when he was arrested for marijuana possession, a scandal that would have ended many careers. But not Mitchum's. Despite serving time in jail, he came back stronger than ever, becoming a symbol of the Hollywood rebel. These stories, while shocking, were merely the tip of the iceberg. The Golden Age was a time of wild parties, illegal activities, and hushed-up scandals. Studio executives, desperate to maintain their stars' squeaky clean images, often went to great lengths to cover up these transgressions, creating a culture of silence that permeated Tinseltown. The Golden Age was a time of immense creativity, but it also revealed a dark underbelly that Hollywood was keen to keep hidden. Even today, as we look back on this era with nostalgia, we must not forget the shadows that lurked behind the bright lights. Fast forward to the present day, where the internet and social media have made it impossible for secrets to stay hidden for long. As we've journeyed into the 21st century, the age-old adage that nothing stays hidden under the sun has never rung truer. In today's digital age, the veil of secrecy that once shrouded Hollywood has been lifted. The rise of tabloid journalism, coupled with the omnipresence of social media, has made it incredibly difficult for the rich and famous to keep their indiscretions under wraps. Celebrity scandals, once whispered about in hushed tones behind closed doors, now make headlines worldwide within hours, if not minutes. The shift in public perception has been profound. Gone are the days when celebrities were seen as untouchable figures, immune to the laws and societal norms that govern the rest of us. Today, their every move is scrutinized and dissected in real time by millions of people around the globe. The court of public opinion, fueled by the rapid dissemination of information, has become a powerful and sometimes merciless entity. Modern celebrities, from A-list movie stars to rising influencers, have found themselves embroiled in scandals that range from illegal activities and substance abuse to issues of personal conduct and public decorum. The impact of these scandals is often magnified by the relentless glare of the public eye, leading to swift and sometimes harsh consequences. Yet, it's important to remember that while the internet and social media have made it easier to expose secrets, they've also given rise to a culture of trial by media. Celebrities, like anyone else, are entitled to due process and the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. The rush to judgment, often based on incomplete or inaccurate information, can lead to unjust outcomes and lasting damage to reputations. In the modern era, Hollywood's secrets are laid bare for the world to see. This newfound transparency has led to a more informed public, but it has also sparked important conversations about privacy, justice, and the nature of celebrity in the digital age. As we continue to grapple with these issues, one thing remains clear: the days of Hollywood's secrets staying secret are long gone. As we delve into these scandals, it's important to reflect on what they teach us about Hollywood and society at large. We've journeyed through the hidden side of Hollywood, the first scandals that rocked its foundation, its dark underbelly, and the scandals that have been thrust into the spotlight. These narratives are not just tales of individual misconduct, but rather serve as a mirror reflecting the societal attitudes towards celebrities, the pressures of fame, and the consequences of illegal activities. In dissecting these stories, we see a recurring theme: the immense pressure of fame. Celebrities, constantly under the scrutiny of the public eye, face an enormous burden. They are expected to be perfect, to be role models, to be more than human. And that expectation can often lead to a dangerous path where the lines between right and wrong get blurred. These scandals also shine a light on societal attitudes. We, as a society, are often quick to idolize and equally quick to demonize. The same crowd that cheers for a star on the red carpet can turn into a mob calling for their downfall at the first sign of a scandal. This fickleness of public opinion is a stark reminder of the precarious tightrope that celebrities walk on. And finally, we're confronted with the harsh reality of the consequences of illegal activities. No amount of fame or fortune can shield one from the repercussions of their actions. From drug abuse to illegal activities, these stories serve as stark reminders that no one is above the law. In conclusion, these Hollywood scandals are not just stories of individual downfall. They are, in essence, lessons about the pressures of fame, societal attitudes, and the consequences of one's actions. They remind us that the glitz and glamour of Hollywood does not exempt anyone from the human condition or from the rule of law. Hollywood, a world of glitz and glamour, is also a world of secrets and scandals. And these stories remind us that even in the spotlight, no one is immune to the consequences of their actions.